A new year of school has once more started, and we youth get up super early in the mornings to get ready for a day of learning, only to return and do homework and regret every life decision and wish you could just get onto the phone and watch some YouTube videos and forget you even have school the next day. Some of you may have already finished school, and some aren't nearly finished with all of the learning that school has to offer. And for me, I'm now in my third year of high school, and depending on what I choose, may be the last year of school for me. Crazy, huh? So, to celebrate the new year of learning, homework, and suffering to realization that the hard math equation you have been struggling to do for the last hour won't even matter when you grow up because you decided to have a job that didn't even have to deal with math. Well, that depends on what you choose, of course. Either way, I have decided to bring back some memories from school, both good and bad, and cringe at my younger self. I am not the best at remembering stuff, but when it comes to some specific stuff, I can never get it out of my mind. For example, when I was in grade 0, we got an assignment by the teacher to make a bird out of clay. I happily grabbed it for some odd reason, made it tiny, while everyone else had these bigger birds. Either way, when the clay had hardened and I could finally start painting on it, I didn't pick the normal colors of a bird, but instead picked pink and purple with glitter. So when we finished this project, everyone had these huge birds with different, kind of realistic in a child's mind. And I had this tiny little bird, purple and pink, and I thought it was perfect. Another fantasy story that I had in school took place when I was around 3rd grade, or something like that. I was out on recess with my friend when I noticed this big red rock by these trees. So I turned to my friend and pointed at the rock and told her, "There's a dragon egg inside of that rock. Wanna destroy the rock and check it out?" My friend believed this, and we started to destroy the rock. We made a month of spending this recess on breaking apart a rock with other rocks and sometimes even our hands. When we had gotten half of it finished, we returned to school one day to see that the rock was missing. Confused by the missing rock, we looked around for it to see it across the fence dividing our school with the kindergarten. So, unable to get it back, no longer tried, and never found out if there was a dragon egg inside of the rock. What a shame. I do have this one story that is not about fancy. Well, one of many, but this is the most embarrassing one. So, I've always had a struggle of remembering names, and teachers' names were really hard when I was a kid. So, instead of calling them by their name, I would reach up my hand and call them teacher. I was called out on it and got very embarrassed. For a last story, let's come up with something a bit happier. So, this is back in the young old days before high school. I was in 7th grade, and back then I was this huge emo kid. I had my hair over my eye, black clothes, a hoodie. A real emo kid with a sweet inside. I guess. Anyway, so I would be all alone during recess waiting outside the door of the classroom. I would lean against the wall and listen to music. Beside me there will pretty much always be lockers that if you walked from one of the ways, you wouldn't be able to see me standing there beside them. So when people would walk there, I would scare them. Not like I would just jump out and actually scare them, but I would just stand there, they would see me, and get scared. Most of the people I accidentally scared were teachers. I still smile at those memories sometimes. I guess I'm too quiet for people walking by. Now, this will be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and whenever you're back in school, look beside the locker. Or I might just stand there ready to spook you with my quietness. Now, have an amazing day. Bye!